A very good morning, students. I hope you must be fine and healthy, safe at your home. In our previous class, we started chapter pronouns, and we also did some kinds of pronouns, like we did personal, possessives, demonstratives, interrogatives, reflexives, emphasizing. So we did up to here. Okay, now we are going to start with another kind, that is reciprocal pronoun. Okay, so we are going to start with the reciprocal pronoun. So what is reciprocal pronouns? So try to understand now. Reciprocal pronouns are used, these are used to express, try to understand, these are used to express mutual relationship. Okay, mutual relationship, relationships. And the words which are used as reciprocal pronouns are each other. First one is your each other, and second one is one another. Okay, so first of all, try to understand the definition. Reciprocal pronouns are used to express mutual relationships. Mutual relationships means, इसको हिंदी में हम समझें तो हम कहेंगे पारस्परिक संबंध। व्यक्तियों के बीच पारस्परिक संबंधों को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए जो वर्ड यूज़ होते हैं वो होते हैं आपके रेसिप्रोकल प्रोनाउंस। और द फर्स्ट वन इज़ ईच अदर and the second one is one another. These two words, or you can say phrase, are used as reciprocal pronouns. Okay, now try to understand in what way we should use each other and one another. Their usage is very important because they look very similar, and most of the times we commit mistakes while using these words, each other and one another. So try to understand first each other. Each other is used only for two persons. Okay, ईच अदर केवल दो व्यक्तियों के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाता है। जहाँ पर दो व्यक्तियों के बीच पारस्परिक संबंध को एक्सप्रेस करना होता है, वहाँ पर देयर वी हैव टू यूज़ ईच अदर. नाउ ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड विद एग्जाम्पल using each other. Now try to understand. I am writing one example. The two girls love each other. So here the two girls, there are only two persons, okay, and we have used here each other. So each other, as I explained you earlier, that each other is only used for two persons, two people, therefore each other is used here. ठीक है, दो व्यक्तियों के बीच म्यूचुअल रिलेशनशिप को अगर हमें एक्सप्रेस करना होता है तो हम यूज़ करेंगे ईच अदर, क्योंकि यहाँ पर दो व्यक्ति हैं, ठीक है, टू गर्ल्स, दो लड़कियां हैं, तो वी हैव टू यूज़ हियर ईच अदर, ओके, एंड देयर इज ऑल्सो रिलेशनशिप, म्यूचुअल रिलेशनशिप, ठीक है. Another one is another reciprocal pronoun is one another, okay, one another. Now see the usage of one another. One another is used for more than two persons, okay, it is used for more than two people or person, टू persons, दो से ज़्यादा, मोर देन टू. जब दो से अधिक व्यक्तियों के बारे में बात की जाती है तो उस वक्त, उस सिचुएशन में हमें वन अनदर का यूज़ करना होता है, ठीक है. अब बात समझ आई आप लोगों को. देयर इज़ अ डिफरेंस. ईच अदर इज़ यूज्ड फॉर ओनली टू persons, बट वन अनदर इज़ यूज्ड फॉर मोर देन two persons. Like, we will understand with an example. We all love one another. So here you can see here, my dear students, that we all stands for more than two persons, two people. So that's why we have used here one another. One another is always used for more than two persons. So we all is here used for more than two persons, okay, that's why we have used here one another. The meaning is same actually, each other and one another, okay, but there is a difference. Each other is used for two persons only, and one another is used for more than two persons, okay. So I think reciprocal is done. Now next kind is your distributive pronoun. Distributive. So what are distributive pronouns? Pronouns that express or that are referred to persons or things one at a time, are referred, or you can say known as distributive pronouns. Now which words are used as distributive pronouns? Let us see. Each, either, and neither. These three words are used as distributives, okay. So once again, try to understand the definition. Distributive pronouns are used to refer to persons or things one at a time. It means, इसको थोड़ा हम हिंदी में भी समझ लेते हैं. ऐसे शब्द जो दो या दो से अधिक व्यक्तियों या वस्तुओं में से एक को सूचित करने के लिए यूज़ किया जाता हो। फिर से समझिए इसको ध्यान से। ऐसे प्रोनाउंस जो दो या दो से अधिक व्यक्तियों या वस्तुओं में से एक को सूचित करने के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, उन वर्ड्स को हम कहते हैं डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रोनाउंस। ठीक है, और इससे ज़्यादा हम एग्जाम्पल के द्वारा समझेंगे। सो we will take some examples one by one and I will explain you the use of each, either and neither, how they are used in what manner. Okay, so we will take the example. So the first is each. Okay, each of each of the three students was honest. Okay, so here each is used for only one. Okay, there are total 3 students and each is used for only one. Each of 3 students was honest. उन तीनों में से प्रत्येक स्टूडेंट कैसा था? ईमानदार था. So out of 3 students, each student was honest. And always remember, my dear students, if we have to use each, either and neither singularly, they always take singular verb. Okay, each, and that is why each is having a singular verb. Okay, each is used as a singular verb. Okay, so each, either, neither are always used and take a singular verb as a singular. Okay, now see the example of either. Either of these pens, either of these pens is red. Okay, now see again, either is used as a singular verb. It is taking a singular verb. Each of these pens is red. Okay, so out of all these pens, either pen is red. कोई भी एक पेन रेड है. Either of these pens is red. Okay, so either is also used with a singular verb, right? Now take the another example of neither. Neither of these two girls is active. Now again see here, neither of these two girls is active. Again, neither is used with a singular verb. And neither of these two girls, इन दोनों लड़कियों में से कोई भी एक्टिव नहीं है. Okay, neither is used in a negative sense. Either is used for choice. ठीक है, so you can see that each, either and neither, they are always used with a singular verb. Okay, and these pronouns are used to symbolize, or you can say signify, one person, one thing from two or more than 2 persons. ओके, दो या दो से अधिक व्यक्तियों या वस्तुओं में से किसी एक को सूचित करने के लिए या किसी एक को पॉइंट आउट करने के लिए इस्तेमाल किए जाते हैं. तो यहाँ पर हमने देखा कि ईच, आइदर एंड नाइदर, these all three words are used to particularize one person out of two or more than two persons. So these are your distributive pronouns. Next kind is indefinite pronouns. Now try to understand what are indefinites. Okay. So the words which are used to refer persons or things in a general way. Okay, general way, and they do not specify a particular person or thing. They do not specify a particular person or thing. Now try to understand that the indefinite pronouns are the words which are used to refer persons or things in a general way. It means that these words, as the name also suggests, that indefinite, वो indefinite होते हैं, means they do not specify a particular person or thing. ठीक है, तो किसी चीज़ को स्पेसिफाई नहीं करते हैं वो. ओके, वी जस्ट, these words are used in a general way, एक साथ. ठीक है, जनरल वे में इस्तेमाल किए जाते हैं. सो दैट इज़ वाई these words are known as indefinite pronouns. And now what are the words? There are many words which are considered as indefinite pronouns, like all, one, some, okay, another, anything, everything, few, many, okay, several, somebody, nobody, someone, etc. So all these words are used as indefinite pronouns, and all these words do not specify a particular thing or a person. These words are used in a general way, okay, to refer persons or the things. Now some examples. Everybody is having the sorry, that is not here. experience. Okay, so here everybody is having experience means everybody, har koi. We are not specifying a particular thing or a person. Everybody, har koi, har vyakti is having experience. Okay, let us see another example. One must keep one's so here this is the sentence, one must keep one's promise. So here one is used, here one is used in a general way. It is not specifying, it is not signifying or pointing out a particular person, but it is used here in a general way. One must keep one's promise, right? So these are your indefinite pronouns. Okay, now come to the last type, that is relative pronouns. Okay, so the last type is your relative pronouns. Relative pronouns. Okay, now what are relative pronouns? A pronoun yes, a pronoun that shows the relationship. Now as the name suggests, that pronouns that shows the relationship between the noun and the words in the sentence, and the words following in the sentence, following it in a sentence, is known as relative pronoun. Okay, so relative pronoun is what? अब ध्यान से समझें इसको. That shows the relationship between the noun and the words following it in a sentence. Now let us try to understand with an example. Now first, the words which are used as relative pronouns are who, whose, whom, that, and which. These words are your relative pronouns. Okay, and these words are used to establish relationship between the noun and the words which are used in the sentence. Now we will try to understand with the example. The first example is the boy who came sorry, the boy who came here is my brother. The boy who came here is my brother. So here who is your relative pronoun. Okay, now here who is establishing the relationship between the noun and the words used in the sentence. Here you can see who, the boy, who. So who is used before the words, before the verb, and it is used after the noun. Okay, the boy, who. So who is used for the boy. The boy who came here is my brother. So who is actually establishing a relationship, okay, between the noun and the other words in the sentence. The boy who came here, वह लड़का जो यहाँ पर आया है वो मेरा ब्रदर है, वो मेरा भाई है. तो who has established a relationship, who is used here for the boy, and boy का रिलेशनशिप ब्रदर से, मेरे ब्रदर से. यानी जो बॉय है वो मेरा क्या है, ब्रदर है. जो लड़का यहाँ पर आया है वो मेरा भाई है. तो यहाँ पर हु ने बॉय और ब्रदर के बीच में रिलेशनशिप इस्टेब्लिश किया है. ठीक है. सो इट इज़ द वर्ड विच हैज़ इस्टेब्लिश्ड अ रिलेशनशिप between me and my brother. Okay, so these are your relative pronoun. Look at the next example. Another example, this is the house which my father built. Okay, built. Again see here, this is the house, this is the house which is your what, relative pronoun. So this is the house which, so which is here establishing a relationship between the house and my father. This is the house which my father built. यह वही हाउस है जिसको मेरे फादर ने बनाया था. ओके, सो अगेन विच इज़ हियर एस्टैब्लिशिंग अ रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द नाउन एंड द अदर वर्ड्स इन द सेंटेंस. विच इज़ यूज्ड हियर फॉर द हाउस. दिस इज़ द हाउस विच माई फादर बिल्ट. यह वही हाउस है जिसको मेरे पापा ने, मेरे फादर ने बनाया था. तो इसलिए बच्चों विच जो है रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन हो गया यहाँ पर, और विच हाउस के लिए इस्तेमाल हुआ, और विच ने हाउस और माय फादर के बीच एक रिलेशन इस्टेब्लिश किया. कैसे किया कि यह वही हाउस है, यह वही विच वही हाउस है जिसको मेरे फादर ने बनाया था. सो विच, हु, likewise whom, that are your relative pronouns. Okay, so I think the chapter is very much clear to all of you, and still if you have any doubt we will discuss in our next Zoom class. Okay, so that's all. Thank you.